What up, bros, and welcome to the All Bros podcast. I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Caleb.
And we are a couple of aspiring filmmakers that love to watch and critique movies, but also enjoy a bit of the nerd life. Excuse me for being sick. Caleb got me sick, so just blaming him.
No, I didn't. I'm not even in your area.
Just know I always blame you for everything, so...
Hell yeah.
Just accept
that
it.
should show a lot. I haven't seen you in 3 weeks, and you're blaming me for you getting sick.
That's true.
Maybe you should stop just being gross.
Maybe you should just shut up. Asshole.
Whatever, douche.
Alright, so with Adventures in Hunting, we'll be going over some exclusives. We got some Walmart.
Wait, you just skipped over like all the intro.
Oh yeah, I did.
Dude, how sick are you?
Apparently, really sick. Wait, I did not skip over the intro.
Did you do it?
No, wait, what?
Did you do the we're aspiring filmmakers stuff?
Yeah, I already did that.
Oh, did you? Oh, never mind. I'm dumb.
Maybe you're the one that's sick.
Maybe.
Wow. Okay, before I was so rudely interrupted. So with Adventures in Hunting, when it comes to pops, we got some Walmart, Target exclusives we'll be talking about. Got a Disney Parks exclusive coming your way. We got a we got a Funko pop-up shop. Isn't that what they call it?
I don't know what they call those. It's
Okay.
like a weird store, though.
Yeah. That dropped today. We'll be talking about that. And then we got some GameStop and a Hot Topic exclusive that will be dropping soon. And then we got some Star Wars pops that we got to talk about.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yes, hell yeah. Sorry. And then with Blu-rays, we got Spider-Man Far From Home coming out this week. I'm sorry. And then we also got Frozen on 4K, Guardians of the Galaxy, Doctor Strange, and Ant-Man all coming to 4K finally. And then with Through the Wall, it's another dry week. All we got is some news going on with Hulu and a certain Marvel character, so we'll be talking about that. And then with this week's sneak peeks, we got our second trailer, and I'm sure this is probably going to be the final trailer for Frozen 2. And then our main event of the evening will be our Dreamcast for our Kate Bishop version movie of Hawkeye.
Hell yes.
Yes. So what do you say we begin, Caleb?
I say let's do it.
All right. Can I go now?
What?
Can I go now?
Yeah, go whenever, dude.
Okay, sorry.
I have to ask my permission.
I feel that recording from different areas makes for amazing bloopers. Just saying.
I think it does too.
Okay.
We screw up a lot when we're apart.
Yeah, we do. All right. So with Adventures in Hunting, we got a new Walmart exclusive coming out, and Funko, I seriously hate you because you keep releasing these Chucky Pops, and you know that I have to buy them. So Walmart will be releasing a pop that I've literally waited years for them to make, and it's the scene from Child's Play 3 when Chucky gets half of his face sliced off.
Oh my gosh. Freaking amazing looking figure.
So awesome. Ah, I cannot wait to own this figure. He better not be a bitch to find, I swear. Your Hulks were easy. He can be easy too, right?
I've had pretty decent luck finding some Walmart exclusives.
Okay.
I just don't go to Walmart a lot, so I don't know
Dude, I feel like I go there I mean, I feel I go there every day, so and of course I always have to check the Funko section.
Well, duh.
um,
Dude, I do that even when I go to Target for random shit.
oh yeah, dude, I do that too. So funny thing about your Hulk pops, I guess they did not like take off hugely because they're actually already on sale on Walmart's website for $7.
Gosh damn it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. But hey,
Ah,
at least you have them all now. Well, you will have them
yeah,
all when I see you next.
'tis true.
All right, so after
Ah, still irritating.
just turn them all and just price match. There you go.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
All right. After that, we got a Batman Jeffrey the Giraffe, which even though Toys R Us in the United States is out of business, it is still going strong in Canada. So Canada will be getting this exclusive pop, and it's rumored that this pop will be exclusive to Target in the United States.
Which doesn't make any bit of sense.
I mean, it beats Walmart.
You're not wrong.
See?
It still doesn't make any sense, though.
Yeah. They could. I don't know. I would say like they could have at least made it another toy store, but there's not another main, or like what's the word? Uh, uh, a toy store that's like as popular as Toys R Us was, or like I don't know the word I'm searching for here.
Like a franchise?
There we go. That's the word. Thank you.
Bloody hell, dude. How sick are you?
I have a sinus infection, okay? It does things to your mind, okay?
Yeah, it sure as hell does.
All right. After that, my iPhone doesn't want to be stupid. See, after that we got the Skyliner Mickey, which will be coming to the Disney parks as an exclusive, and I'm betting with Caleb this thing's gonna be $60.
I don't think it's that far off. I mean, I think minimum it's going to be about 50.
Yeah, I could see that.
That's my minimum bet because I feel like the other one that they released for Splash Mountain,
Oh yeah,
yeah, that one ended up being like what, 45?
I think so.
Yeah, freaking outrageously priced.
Yeah, but that one
So,
actually no, that one makes sense, because let's face it, most Disney pops are like 15 a piece. So, that's actually not bad. $45.
no, it's not bad, but it also wasn't. The Skyliner Mickey looks a lot bigger than that figure was.
It does, I agree.
And I feel like Disney's going to justify charging that much because they put other characters on it. I mean, yes, it does like prominently show Mickey in like pop figure form, but it also shows like Chip and Dale and Pluto on the side of it. So I feel like Disney's going to like squeeze a little bit extra money because those figures or characters are on it.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm betting 50, and that's for me that's like on the low side.
Okay. All right. I guess we'll see how much it cost. All right. After that, what dropped on the Funko shop last week, September 25th. So that was the 10-inch Tony the Tiger Funko Pop. I did not try to get this one because I knew there was no way I was going to get it, and it doesn't really interest me. I'm not set after collecting the ad icons.
Yeah, I'm not really set on collecting those either. I mean, I love Frosted Flakes, but I can I don't really go for Frosted Flakes because of Tony the Tiger.
Yeah, same. All right, and then after that, we got a GameStop exclusive 10-inch Spyro. So that's will be coming soon. That's actually up for pre-order right now on GameStop's website. So I think that's actually going to look pretty cool.
That one does look super cool,
Yeah.
and I think if I find it for a reasonable price, that might be one I get.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't know why I would because I never played Spyro.
Dude, I honestly didn't either.
Yeah, I think what my issue was I didn't have a PlayStation growing up.
You sad, strange little man.
Whatever.
The
But yeah,
PlayStation
I
2
didn't
was
get
where
a.
it's at. Was where it was at.
I know that after the fact, but yeah, I didn't get an Xbox 360 until I was early teens,
Okay.
like
So
either
like
13 or 14.
so like when we were like what, like 7th or 8th grade?
Yeah, about that time.
Okay.
Before that, I did have like other games. Like I had a Sega Genesis
Okay.
with Sonic the Hedgehog or Sonic and Tails.
Yes, classic.
Yeah, and then before that, I had a Game Boy Advance, which was just kind of like my baby.
That's understandable that you considered that your baby
Yeah,
because
I
that
freaking loved that.
that was one of the best handheld consoles ever made.
Hell yeah. Did you have one?
I did.
What was your game?
Was my favorite game?
Yeah, like I feel like everyone has like their game for each system. Like with me, my game for like my Xbox is Skyrim. Like I'll play
Okay.
other games, but that's like the one I always go back to.
Honestly, it probably would have been. I think it was called like it was from episode 1. It was like the pod racer game for Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I I'm not trying to brag, but I kicked ass at that game.
Yeah, mine was Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga.
Oh, I remember playing that one. That was fun.
That game was so freaking awesome.
Did you have a
Hell,
game
I kind of want to go back to it.
right? Did you ever have a Game Boy Advance SP?
Oh my gosh, dude. That's like the one that got away
Oh,
for me.
I'm so sorry.
That is the game system I wanted more than any other, and I never got it.
Oh, that dude, that was the best.
I know. My cousin had one, and he would play Pokemon Leaf Green on it, which, oh my goodness. Like that was the shit, dude. Like
Yeah, that
back
was
then,
the
that
shit.
was the shit.
Dude, I remember playing Monster House all the time on that. That was a fun
Monster
game.
House?
Yeah, that was a fun game.
Dude, the games back then were awesome.
Right?
And I wish we got more movie-based games.
Well, I think let's face it, half of them were good, half of them sucked. So you can understand why they stopped doing them.
Yeah, I understand. I just don't like it.
Yeah. 'Cause, I mean, there's a lot of movies that have come out that, yeah, I wish that would have had a game based off of them.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of like animated ones would make really cool games. Like one that I think would make a badass game was Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes. Oh, that would
Yeah,
look. Ooh, that would be a gorgeous video game.
hell yeah, especially if it had like that animation style.
If they got like Insomniac, who made the Spider-Man game, behind that, yeah, that'd be a great follow-up to Spider-Man.
Holy shit. Dude, Insomniac should just be in charge of all Marvel properties
They
with video
really
games.
should, because they know what they're doing. They really do.
Holy crap, they do. So yeah.
Did So you said your game for Xbox was Skyrim, right?
Yeah.
What was your second one? I'm just interested.
Like the other game that I would
Yeah, what was
play?
your other go-to?
Uh, that's a tough one. Cuz Skyrim was like my main bitch.
Okay, please never
I
call
don't really,
Skyrim that.
I don't know if I had another one other than maybe some Lego games.
Okay. Not Lego Marvel superheroes?
That like that one was good, but it wasn't like always my go-to.
Okay.
But if I wasn't playing Skyrim and I wasn't playing like the new game
Yeah.
of the year or whatever, I would always be playing either Skyrim or like some Lego game,
Okay.
whether it be like Lego Harry Potter, Lego Marvel superheroes, Lego Star Wars, whatever. Just
Okay.
a Lego game.
Just because Lego. Do you think Lego games will ever die?
I hope they don't. I still think they're fun as hell.
I agree. I definitely agree.
I think they definitely need to fix some shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, with Lego Avengers, that one kind of flopped for me because was expecting the free roam world to be a little bit better than it was.
Wasn't it basically just like copy and pasted from Lego Marvel?
Basically, and then they added a couple new maps, and then they also made getting the like vehicles like really hard.
Well, that's dumb.
Yeah, like one of my favorite things to do in the first Lego Marvel was to ride around on Ghost Rider's bike. And so when I got Lego Avengers, that was like one of the things I wanted to do when I unlocked Ghost Rider's bike.
Yeah.
But it was just like it felt slow
Hmm.
in the game, and then it just kind of like was really hard to turn and everything. And then they kind of flopped a little bit with Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 because I feel like the the free roaming world wasn't very good if you were wanting to drive around in a vehicle.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that one.
Like unless you wanted a boat, but other than that, it was just kind of like it was really hard to get around.
Yeah.
So I think if they fix that, make the open world a little bit more open, and then I think the stories that they do are on point. The character being able to unlock characters is on point. All of that stuff, like everything's on point. There's just minor tweaks that they need to fix, just to kind of get the same magic that I felt with Lego Marvel Superheroes.
I agree. Have
That might
they?
be one I actually go back and play.
Yeah, why not? Have they announced at all like what their next project is after the complete Skywalker saga?
I don't think they have. I think
Oh,
that's their big thing right now.
that's understandable. That's going to be a pretty big game.
Yeah. I hope it's another Marvel property. I mean, now that they have the rights to X-Men
That's very true.
and Fantastic Four, they can actually do a lot more with that than what they were able to kind of do with Lego Marvel superheroes. So I think that would be really cool to do. I also kind of hope to see, like, eventually, I don't know if this would ever happen, but like a Marvel versus DC Lego game.
Dude, that would literally make my whole life. I don't care how old I am. That will literally make my whole life.
Hell yes, dude. Are you kidding me? That'd be so freaking awesome.
But it has to be practically perfect in every way.
It would have to be. Very much so.
You can't take any shortcuts with that kind of game.
Honestly, I wouldn't be mad if they sold if they did the Lego like a Lego Marvel and Lego DC. I wouldn't be mad if they did like separate, but once you kind of download both discs, then all the characters are available to play. So it's kind of like one game kind of combined into two, or
Oh.
two games in one. So where like you buy Lego Marvel, you play through that story, buy Lego DC, play through that story, and then there's like an overarching story between the two games.
Okay, yeah, that actually would be pretty cool.
I would love that.
Yeah, I would too.
But I don't know if Lego would ever be able to do that.
Hey, you never know. Never say never.
Dude, that would be so awesome. I wouldn't even like I wouldn't need to see gameplay to pre-order that.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Yeah, I would pre-order it like that day.
Don't even need to see box art yet. Nothing.
Yep.
All right, next up with Pops, we got 2 Star Wars leaks from Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. We got the First Order Tread Speeder with a Stormtrooper, and I forget what other kind of trooper that is on the back. Do you know what that trooper is?
From the looks of it, it looked like a scout trooper.
Oh, okay. Good to know. This just shows how much I
think.
know Star
I don't
Wars.
know. Well, I don't know Star Wars all that well. I'm just going off of what I think it is.
Oh, okay. All right, and then after that, we got, which I think is a spoiler alert, we got Supreme Leader Kylo Ren in his TIE Whisper? I thought it was a TIE Fighter.
Is that what he calls his ship? Whisper?
Yeah, it says in TIE Whisper. What the hell does Whisper mean?
That's stupid.
Yeah, so apparently it's Supreme Leader Kylo Ren in TIE Whisper.
That's a stupid name for a ship.
It is, and seriously, I mean, let's face it, we all assumed that he was going to be the Supreme Leader, but it's still a spoiler alert.
Yeah.
But
And it looks like J.J. Abrams is kind of going back to the helmet.
Which I'm okay with, because that helmet looks badass. With that, like the, I don't know what he used, but like the red on it that's like used to like keep it together. That looks freaking awesome.
That does look freaking sweet.
So I'm okay that Kylo Ren is back to wearing his mask most of the time.
Yeah, I'm cool with it too.
All right, and then finally, last but not least, with Pops, we got a Hot Topic exclusive Gandalf coming, where he is. Okay, so I've only seen Lord of the Rings like once each movie. So is this just white Gandalf or?
I think so. This is like he goes from Gandalf the Gray to Gandalf the White.
That's what it
I
is.
think.
Thank you.
I have a feeling I'm going to get freaking reamed by some Lord of the Rings fans because I'm not super into Lord of the Rings, but I think that's the case.
Okay. All right, good to know.
Yeah, but pretty badass figure.
It is. I completely agree. All right, next up, we got Blu-rays. We got Spider-Man Far From Home coming out, and that has got actually a lot of exclusives. So with that, there's going to be a Best Buy exclusive steelbook, what's interesting is like it's kind of like a pop art. Like it has like a bunch, like it has like all of the main characters on the front. And then where is it? I cannot find it on Blu-ray.com. You're failing me right now. They seriously are. Where the hell did you guys put it? Oh, there it is. It's all the way at the end, assholes. So, yeah, so the front has like Spider-Man swinging, and then it has headshots of Peter, Ned, MJ, oh my goodness. Beck. I almost forgot his name. Were you almost about to reference fail me for that?
I was about to.
Okay, but I'm good, right?
Yep, you're good.
Okay. So Beck, and then you got Nick Fury, and then in the background of them is London, and then towards the bottom of them is it's Molten Man, isn't it?
The fire one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Molten Man.
Okay. So a very busy front cover, and so is the back. And I don't know if I love that. I'm still gonna get the steelbook because I have to have all this MCU movies on steelbook. Because I don't love the regular cover art either. Like I honestly think I like the 4K cover the best. Because the 4K,
Yeah, I think when they go like super busy, it kind of just draws away from everything.
it does. Have you seen how the just regular 4K looks?
I have not.
So it kind of has like a split kind of thing. So half of his face is like the main Spider-Man costume, then the other half is his stealth suit.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I've seen that one.
I think it actually works. It looks pretty cool.
That one does look really cool.
Yeah.
I would have I almost would have preferred if they would have gone like you remember the episode art I made for Spider-Man Far From Home?
Yeah.
Something like that where it's just Mysterio in the background and then like a shattered looking Spider-Man,
That would have looked
like
awesome.
where with the different like fractals with different suits.
Yeah, that would have looked awesome.
Yeah, and then it wouldn't have felt so busy,
Yes, I agree.
but it still would have had all of those different aspects of the film in it.
Yeah. Sure. Um
So,
and then after that we got the Target exclusive, which comes with a 48-page mini book.
mm,
Kind of looks plain. It looks like it's going to be the same way that Venom was and Into the Spider-Verse, and I don't really like that.
right.
So, and then so that's it with Spidey's exclusives. With Guardians of the Galaxy, that's being released on 4K, and that is getting a Best Buy exclusive steelbook, as well as Doctor Strange and Ant-Man, and those are getting Best Buy exclusive steelbooks as well. I really want that Guardians of the Galaxy one just because I love that movie so much. And it does actually look really cool. It's just the main poster, but still I think it works really well on a steelbook.
I agree.
And then also coming to 4K, we have Frozen, which will be coming with a steelbook as well. And this one has Elsa on the cover, lifting her hand up and doing her magic. And then on the back, it has a snowflake. Really cool looking steelbook. I might actually think about picking that up because I really do enjoy Frozen. I think it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's a damn good movie.
I
mean,
feel
I don't think it's as good as everyone and their mother thinks it is, but it's not a terrible movie.
no, it's not. And I think what ruins the movie so much for people is how overplayed Let It Go was when it first came out.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
That's what ruins the movie for me. Like honestly, I will actually skip over that song when I watch Frozen because I've heard that song more than I should in my life.
Dude, everyone has.
There, all I know is there better not be a follow up to Let It Go in Frozen 2. I can't take it.
Oh my hell.
I can't take it, bro.
Dude, if they release, I highly doubt they ever could, but if they release a song that's even half as catchy as Let It Go, I'm going to be pissed.
The world can end right there. Let's just say that. The world can end. It's like we're done.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
All right. With Through the Wall, we got some very sad news, and that is Hulu will not be going through with their Ghost Rider show.
Which pisses me off so freaking much.
So I want to say you said, Caleb, it's just because of what is it?
the creative differences bullshit.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Dude, I love Ghost Rider, like, so much. And I'm, like, I like Johnny Blaze a lot more than, I think his name's Diego Luna, or...
Diego Luna, that's an actor.
That is an actor. Let me find his name. Yeah, I wasn't even close. Robbie Reyes.
Oh my gosh, that was funny. In your mind, you were close. In your mind.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see what I did. Robbie Reyes is played by Gabriel Luna.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where I got Diego from.
I mean, we did just talk about Star Wars, so that could be it. He does play.
That might be
yeah.
But yeah, he played Ghost Rider, or he played Ghost Rider in the Agents of Shield TV show. They did a whole little half season about him, and he was really an interesting character to me because I just love Ghost Rider, and I don't know, I was kind of looking forward to seeing a more in-depth show about him because I feel like the Gabriel Luna freaking acted the hell out of it, and the backstory was was really good on him. You got to see Johnny Blaze a little bit. I think it would have been cool to incorporate Johnny Blaze and the other Ghost Rider. I think his name's Carter Slade, the one that rides the horse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it would have been cool to incorporate those two. But yeah, I'm bummed out. I hope Marvel can take that show and throw it on Disney Plus.
I'm sure they could.
Yeah, I hope that's what they do, and then just make it one of their darker, grittier shows.
Yeah.
Because I want to see Ghost Rider so bad, and I just want to learn more about Robbie Reyes. And I feel like they gave him a decent introduction with Agents of Shield. So I think if they do a recap, they can just go straight into whatever story they're wanting to tell.
Nicolas Cage wasn't good enough for you?
I have a lot of things to say about Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider.
They're all good,
and
right?
I don't know if we have... Not all of them. I will say this. I don't hate Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider.
Okay. All right. At least you don't hate it. That's good.
Yeah, the first one. The second one can go to shit.
I didn't even bother with the second one.
It wasn't good. They did show some cool stuff. Like with Ghost Rider taking over another vehicle.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even a vehicle. It was like a construction tractor saw thing. And it was really cool looking. So they did show some of that kind of cool stuff. But they just kind of made him look weird.
So was the CGI pretty bad? Or
it wasn't great.
Okay.
But they kind of gave you know how his skull in the first one is you could see it's just white.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. In the other one it looks ashy.
Yeah, that kind of doesn't work.
Yeah, and then his jacket and everything, it the design for him just kind of didn't work for me. So, yeah, that's where I'll leave that. And then I'll just finish off by saying I'm pissed off with this creative difference bullshit.
All right. Let's move on to this week's sneak peeks, where we got our second trailer for Frozen 2.
Yes.
And someone made a funny joke that said, I think it said Frozen. The first Frozen's villain was Hans. Frozen 2's villain is climate change. I'm like, you know what? You're not wrong. You are not wrong.
I liked how we got a little bit more story with this one.
I did too. I especially liked. I really like where they're taking the relationship of Anna and Elsa.
Yeah, I like that a lot too.
Because I love how Anna just points out, like, I went through all of this shit for you, like almost died, all this stuff. I'm coming with you. You ain't changing my mind.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
It's very, very true. Yeah, I really like the humor that they throw into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it does seem like it's going to have like a darker feel to it, like
it
overall.
does. And the animation again looks gorgeous.
Oh, absolutely.
And apparently everyone's going crazy about Elsa having her hair down.
Why?
I don't know. Like, people are saying, like, oh my goodness, she looks so hot with her hair down.
She's animated, you freaks.
What? Hey, Caleb, don't say that. That's mean.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, come on, man.
I'm sorry.
Be respectful.
I'm sorry. You're not freaks. You're just weird.
I feel that's even worse. I'm just kidding. No, it's
How's
not
that worse?
I'm just kidding. No, it's not worse. I mean, if I had to choose, I'm sorry. I think Anna's cuter.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes, finally someone agrees with me.
Yeah, why wouldn't she be?
Right? All right, anyway, this is kind of like getting a little weird. Is there anything else you want to say about this trailer?
Not really. The only other note that I had that kind of felt a little weird was Anna fighting a water horse.
Yeah, that kind of seemed out there.
Yeah, that kind of reminded me of the scene with Ghost Rider in the first one, where he's underwater and he's facing that like little water demon, but instead of a water demon, she's fighting a water horse.
That's funny. I mean, it was cool seeing Sven with his herd. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was way cool.
And then,
overall, I'm fairly excited. I'm sitting around like a 7.
I'm at an 8. I am pretty excited for this.
Yeah, I could easily be talked up to an 8, but I'm pretty sure me and Brielle are gonna go see this, like, opening night.
Oh, yeah, dude, Brielle's gonna drag you to opening night. Well, not drag you, but she's gonna make sure you guys have tickets like Thursday night to see this bad boy.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
I wouldn't doubt it. Not at all. All right.
I wouldn't doubt it at all either.
All right. With what's in the box, something that I forgot to mention in the intro. I apologize for that. With the top 5 and number 1 in first place. My bad. This is like a huge shock. Downton Abbey.
What?
Yeah, Downton Abbey, the movie, came in at number 1. I think it overperformed. I'm pretty sure. And then
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, Ad Astra underperformed, I think.
That one I'm not surprised about.
Yeah. Downton Abbey brought in $31 million.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, to each his own, I guess.
Right?
Brielle's been watching that show, and
have you seen anything from it?
Like the show?
Yeah.
Only what I've seen Brielle watch.
Is it good
it's
at all?
It's not anything that keeps... I don't know.
Okay. Like,
dude, like when they talk, I just kind of shut my brain off.
Because I've considered...
You're using a lot of fancy words.
I've considered checking it out, but I'm like thinking like it's probably gonna be like Grey's Anatomy for me. That like I watch one episode and I'm just like, yeah, this show ain't for me, and I just turn it off.
Yeah, that's like worst case scenario because I feel it's like it is one of those dramas where it's, and I can't stand drama.
I can stand some drama, but like I have to be fully invested in the characters, and I just couldn't get it with Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, one of the shows that I had like a really hard time getting into, what is on Hulu, the Runaways. Like I had a lot of trouble kind of watching that show initially because it starts off with so much like teenage drama that I just cannot stand.
All right, that's fair. I get
And
that.
then yeah, and then when I think of, is it, I keep calling it Downtown Abbey, and I know that's not right.
I mean, that's how you should pronounce it, basically, because it's Downtown Abbey, but people pronounce it Downton Abbey.
Are you sure? Because Brielle has gotten mad at me and saying no, it's Downton, and that's like how it's spelled.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I keep saying Downtown Abbey.
Yeah, it's Downton. Yeah, it is Downton.
Okay.
My bad.
So anyway, I'm still going to call it Downtown Abbey.
uh,
But yeah, when I think of that show, it's just drama, and it's like adult British fancy man drama that I can't stand. So it's not a show for me. Like I've tried getting into it. Like Brielle's super into it, so when she's watching it, she'll make comments about the show and being like, "Oh my gosh, like this person did this," and I'm just like, "What a bitch."
oh my
And
gosh.
I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Now I'm sure she's probably just like, Caleb, shut up. You don't even know what you're talking about. Is that how she reacts?
Pretty much.
Yes.
That's
I
like
knew
exactly what she says. She's just like, "You like, do you know who I'm talking about?" And I'm like, "No, honestly,
like-
I have no clue."
But if you think she's a bitch, I think she's a bitch, so.
Yeah. It was funny. So this last weekend, I was at my cousin's wedding, and so her wedding was on Saturday, and it was like later in the evening, and so me and my brothers, I hooked up my computer and we started playing an emulator of Mario Kart.
Nice.
And Brielle came in and she played with us for a little bit. We were doing like the time trials for each course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so she came in, she played with us for a little bit, and then she stopped. And then she was watching that show, Downtown Abbey, and and she was playing it like really loud. And me and or while we were playing, Bronson kind of paused the game, and I looked over at Brielle and I was just like, "Hey, you're kind of disturbing us with your loud show." And she just like looked at me because we were like screaming at the TV and being loud and obnoxious. So it was just kind of funny.
What a great husband Caleb is.
Yeah, right.
All right. With number 2, we got Ad Astra, and my damn phone is acting up again. Which brought in 19 million. In number 3, we got Rambo: Last Blood, which came in with 18 million. In number 4, yeah, it's not for Rambo. Number 4, we got It Chapter 2, which brought in another 17 million.
Nice.
Yes. You know, I've actually never seen a Rambo movie. Have you?
I've been in the room when one of them was on. but I've never watched or sat down and watched one.
Really?
Yeah. They don't really interest me.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, I think I like Sylvester Stallone, but I'm not a big fan of those kind of action movies.
Neither am I.
Yeah. Then at number 5, we got Hustlers, which brought in another 16 million.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Yeah, the kind of the bottom 4 are all kind of consistently, they're like, seem neck and neck.
Yeah, no, I agree. All right, so let's. So I believe we got some messages from our bros. Caleb, do you at all have those pulled up for us?
I will here in a second.
Okay, sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
Because that's just how I am.
Knock it off.
Caleb,
All
like I
right.
said, I won't knock it off until like literally the day that we're both buried. I'm gonna be apologizing to my kids. Like they won't be apologizing to me. I'm gonna be apologizing to them. Mostly.
I feel that sets a good precedent.
I know, right? I'm gonna be such a great father. Oh, I'm gonna kill it.
Okay, so the first shout out and answer of the question of the week, which we asked, kind of going off of what we did last week, who do you think would be a good fit to play Kate Bishop / Hawkeye? And the first answer we got was from superheroes.internet. And he said Liana Ramirez. Or it might be... Oh, it's Liana Ramirez.
Liana Ramirez. I'm gonna look her up really quick.
Yeah, so she plays a character named Roxy on Power Rangers Beast Morphers on Nickelodeon.
Okay, that would actually be a good choice.
I think it would too. Like, she kind of has that look about her, and we know she can do action if she's in freaking Power Rangers.
That very true.
Like, even as a... Holy shit, there's a picture of her as Hawkeye.
Are you serious?
Dude, I am not even joking. It's on her Instagram. Like, I scrolled down just like a little bit and just saw a picture of Hawkeye. Like, I don't know if that's like one that she... Oh my
yeah,
gosh,
no.
she took it.
Are you okay? It's on her Twitter?
No, it's on her Instagram.
Okay, I gotta look this up really quickly.
Yeah, says, or her link says not quite Vogue, but I think I did a good job. And then she has like Liana for Kate Bishop. Holy shit. I am down. Like, I think she has that. She kind of has that look.
She honestly does, actually.
Yeah, I think she needs like a better suit than what she has in that picture, but
I mean, she did her best.
yeah, definitely. I'm down.
I am too.
I'm totally down. Yeah. So that was a freaking amazing pick. Thank you for that answer, superheroes.internet.
Yes, thank you very much. Excellent pick.
But you definitely have some competition with the other answer that we got. From the Party Naked Pod, or the Shit Happens When You Party Naked podcast.
That's just like one hell of a name for a podcast. I applaud you guys for that.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome.
This is great.
I listened to a few of their episodes, and they're freaking hilarious.
I gotta start listening to them. I really do.
Yeah, you got a lot that you need to listen to, dude.
I know. I'm so behind on my podcast. It sucks.
Dude, how do you think I feel? I haven't been able to listen to my podcast for 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Yeah, I have so much to catch up on. And most of the podcasts I listen to are like an hour long.
Oh, damn. Yeah, you got quite a lot. I wish you luck, bro.
Yep. But yeah, so something I started doing is people that follow us that are
Yeah.
also like podcasts. I put them on a list, so when I get caught up on all my podcasts and I want to listen to something new, I go and check out their stuff.
Oh, okay.
And there is a shitty side to all that because all of the ones I've listened to are really good.
Shit.
Yeah, so I'm just like, and I hate when I get into one that's like a little older because I want to go back and listen to all their other episodes.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, when I realize how far, like, I'm trying to think of one that had like a shit ton. I can't think of them off the top of my head. But yeah, there was one I was listening to. I'm like, this is pretty good. And then went back and there was like just a ton of freaking episodes. And I'm like, I'm just going to stay caught up from now.
Oh, that's funny.
And then like, yeah, so I go back and like listen to old or to whoever follows us. But anyway, getting back to our answer for the question of the week, Party Naked Pod said that Jeremy Renner in a wig would be a good Kate Bishop.
Yes. Disney, stop searching. You found it.
Hell
They-
yeah. Dude,
they-
that'd be hilarious.
That really would. They found the golden ticket, man. They found the golden ticket.
Oh, I would laugh my ass off if they did that. But yeah. So, yeah, those are the only two answers from the question of the week that we got.
All right. Well, very
so-
good. Very good choices. Very good choices, I think.
Yeah, definitely. So thank you, superheroes.internet and the Shit Happens When You Party Naked podcast.
Yes, thank
We
you.
appreciate your answers.
We do. Thank you so much. All right, what do you say we jump into our main event of the evening?
Wait, did we not do that?
So, yeah, I kind of like accidentally skipped ahead. I'm sorry
Gosh
about that.
damn it, Rose.
I'm sorry. So now what do you say we jump into our main event of the evening?
I say, well, we're already halfway in there, so let's do it.
Okay, let's do it.
Time for the main event.
It's main event time.
Let's play a game.
Okay, so even though I skipped way ahead, I apologize. We will be doing our All Bros Dreamcast of a Kate Bishop Hawkeye movie. And in my version, I have to agree with what Disney like they're in talks, like their front runner for Kate Bishop. I actually want it to be Haley Steinfeld. I think that she would do an amazing job. And I feel her and Jeremy Renner would I think that they would have really good chemistry together. I think they could really definitely go off of each other very well. What do you think?
I don't disagree with that. I think Jeremy Renner kind of being like a bit of a snarky guy himself
Yeah.
would definitely be able to kind of play off of Haley's snarkiness as well. Because I think she did an amazing job with that kind of role in Edge of 17.
Yes, I completely agree.
So, yeah, I think their chemistry would be pretty great.
See, they already embody their characters. Well, we already knew that Jeremy Renner was the perfect pick for Clint Barton, but yeah, Haley Steinfeld really does embody Kate Bishop, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
So, with the opening for this movie, this is kind of like a sudden opening because I just think this would be really cool. So, it's a shot of the class of Clint's farmhouse. It's kind of just a quiet day, and all of a sudden Clint hears a knock on the door, and he's like saying, "Oh, don't worry about it, Lila Cooper, I got it." He opens the door, and there's Kate. And she like keeps gasping for breath. He's not. She won't tell him his name. He's like, like what, what's your name? What's your name? This goes on for like a couple seconds, and then she says, "I want you to train me to be the next Hawkeye, or I want to be the next Hawkeye." And then he kind of is just kind of like in awe, and then he like turns around, and he's just like, Laura, like shouts that for a couple times, and then like the Marvel Studios logo kicks in.
Okay, hell, like that's all types of abrupt.
But do you think it would work?
I think it would. I think it would definitely be that kind of like that shocking opening that would just kind of be like, okay, let's see where this goes.
Okay, so I forgot to say, this movie takes place takes place after like Spider-Man Far From Home. So like the snap has been reversed, everybody's back, all that jazz. So like Clint's like just enjoying life on the farmhouse.
Okay. So how would she know about his farmhouse?
Damn it, I hate you. I'm sure that's gotten out somehow, right?
Well, no, because remember in Age of Ultron, he's said that he set it up with Fury off the books.
Well, maybe she was able to like hack Shield and figure out where
it was
Hawkeye...
off the books.
Damn it, that's true. Damn it, you just ruined my whole movie.
Okay, no. So let's figure this one out.
Okay.
How would she be able to figure out where Hawkeye lives? And like something that's like easy to explain and not super overly complicated. It very well could be that she was kind of following him in his Ronin days.
Okay.
Like kind of keeping tabs on him a little bit, kind of seeing where he was coming and going, and I mean nothing ever said that he never went back to the farmhouse.
That's very true.
So maybe she just tracked him there, and then after the whole snap shit, she needed to like figure out where he was exactly, and was able to like figure out all these different locations, and then ended up finding it.
Okay. Yeah, no, that would make sense.
And then you could like just say it, like throw in and just say, "Hey, it was on accident."
Yeah. There we go. That's her backing herself up.
Yeah, and then it kind of throws in the humor and snarkiness and whatever.
Yeah. So with this, I kind of want it to be like them. So like he brings her in, he starts talking about, like, oh, okay, so like who are you? What's your backstory? Like, like how the hell do you even know who I am? So I want her story to be kind of explained in like a flashback, but I don't really want it to go into like deep detail. Basically, I feel like with Kate's story, even though it's like really tragic, I feel like you need to explain, like where she's coming from and why she wants to learn to be the next Hawkeye. And I don't know if you did any research, Caleb, but I found out that she was the youngest daughter of a rich Manhattanite family. But her father Derek was an emotionally distant publishing magnate, I think that's how you say it. So she always she always admired him and tried to gain his attention and approval. But honestly, she was always kind of like distant. She kind of like kept to herself. She felt like she could only really count on herself.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was like her growing up. The saddest thing that really really happened to her And when I told Caleb this, he was like really like shocked, and like I can't remember what you said. But the reason that she wants to get into like the martial arts or like self-defense is one night when she's walking through Central Park, she is sadly raped. And
Yeah, bloody hell.
I know, like, it's so sad that both Clint and Kate have like really tragic backstories.
Yeah, that's kind of rough.
Yeah. So kind of like
So how would you want to play that?
like how I don't know how you would like show that like a PG-13 movie.
I don't know if you could. I think that would be something you just have to very heavily imply.
Yeah. So like basically like maybe like she's just saying, you know, like, oh, you know, and I was walking through Central Park one night, a man approached me, and then Clint's like, then what? And she's just like, and then he kind of gets like a face, like he kind of like has the face like, oh, okay. Like it doesn't take him that long to understand what she's trying to say. Kind of like that.
Okay. I think you could even like have it like even more vague.
Oh, okay.
So like what you said, just kind of have her explain up to the walking through Central Park, or however she got to Central Park or whatever. Have her get to that point and then just be kind of like what's the term? Just kind of like pushing it aside, like not making a big deal out of it, and then just being like, and then one thing led to another, and then I'm here.
Okay.
So it's not like it's something like you can imply very heavy, maybe give her some of the mannerisms or issues that people that have been through that kind of thing would have,
Yeah.
but just never outright say it.
Okay.
Or obviously show it.
Yeah.
So just so if you could treat the audience like adults.
Yeah, I feel with this movie I would definitely want to.
Yeah. Which would be interesting in itself because like she's like on the younger side. So
yeah.
With like the whole her being a little younger, have it like the audience gets treated a little bit more maturely, which I think is an interesting dynamic.
So, with her, a little bit of her backstory as well. What was it? So her father worked with a guy named El Matador, and when she was following her dad to see what he was doing with this guy, she was caught, and she was held for ransom by him. And this was actually her first encounter with Hawkeye. When she attempted an escape, and when one of the Matador's men was about to catch her, an arrow flew past him, distracting him, and she was able to escape. And that was actually her first introduction to Hawkeye. And this was also her first introduction to the Avengers. So
okay, I just came up with something.
Okay, let's hear it.
Well, it's not really come up, but like something that you could like tie in a little bit. So you said her first introduction was with someone named El Matador?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So that was a guy that was working with her dad.
Okay. So remember in Endgame the conversation between Rhodey and Black Widow, where she was asking where he's at, and then he was talking about the cartel.
Oh yeah.
That very well could have been the introduction.
Dude, that would have been. Oh, dude, that would be sweet.
Right?
Okay, that would be great.
Yeah. So that's like that could be the tie-in to one of the other Avengers movies,
Yeah, okay, I like this.
and then that could also be where she get like you said introduction to Hawkeye, but or he's like Ronin at that time, and then just kind of follows him from there.
Yeah, okay, I'm down for that. I love that.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, continue.
Okay, so you definitely don't want like her whole backstory explained for the whole movie, but you definitely want to show some flashbacks of like what she's talking about to Clint. Um, and then I feel like after that, it should be like, okay, all right, you say you want to be the next Hawkeye. Let's see what you got. And so I think like like kind of like the middle of the movie, should be kind of not like a training montage, but like them working together, just seeing how she is with a bow, seeing how she is with hand to hand combat. Like definitely like share some like snarky remarks with each other. Like he's just like, oh, you make sure, your elbow is all the way pulled back, and like she like throw something at it. She's like, it's not that hard to shoot a bow, and all that stuff. I think it'd be like really funny, and especially with Jeremy Renner and Haley Steinfeld, if she is cast, be amazing just seeing just seeing them banter off of each other.
Yeah, I feel like that's why this like her story would work better in like a show, but the way that you're describing it, I feel like it could work a lot. So like how long do you see her like from like the opening to like her working with Clint?
So
How long into the movie do you think that would be?
I would say that's the first 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
You think
I could
that's
see
too
this.
much?
I actually think that's might well her story isn't something that would take a whole lot of time to tell. I was going to say I didn't think it was enough, but I think 30 you can do a lot with 30 minutes.
You think maybe like 30 to 45 minutes?
I'd say 30 is going to be your sweet spot for that.
Okay. All right. And then, so
Okay.
like with the training, would you say that, because I mean, it's going to take, a little bit for her to, like understand like what it takes to be the next Hawkeye. So
Right.
I feel that like that might like honestly take upwards to an hour.
Yeah. So when she was getting introduced to Hawkeye, how did she, or do you know how she went about becoming the next Hawkeye? Like, was it something that Clint just kind of adopted her, or?
No, so basically she kind of like trained herself a little bit, I think. And
Okay.
when Captain America like first saw her in action, with the blessing of Clint, she actually gave Kate like I think Hawkeye's like original bow, his arrows, and his like I think his like original cowl. He gave her a lot of Clint's original Hawkeye attire.
Okay. So you couldn't do that. Well, I think you could throw Captain America into that, but I think that would just be a lot.
I mean, you could. I like honestly the way that like she becomes Hawkeye. I'm kind of changing it up a little bit in the MCU because
Right.
I think it'd be a lot cool to me. I think it would be cooler if she is fully trained on, like everything that she learns comes directly from Clint.
Okay.
Um,
So what if she didn't like flat out just say like I want to be the next Hawkeye? Like cuz what if she like I feel like that would be something that's like just for that meaningful moment at the end if that was something that Clint kind of passed on to her or decided to share that title with her
okay, yeah, that's a good point.
instead of being like I want to be Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that would be a very, like, just out there thing to ask. So maybe she just goes being like, I want you to train me.
Okay.
Or just something along those lines. Something that where it's not like flat out, I want to be Hawkeye.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
That's
he
a good
gets
point.
to the point. And then, like, this is, I don't know about you, but I want to see more Jeremy Renner, like, in the future as well as Kate Bishop.
Oh yeah. Oh,
So
hands
I
down.
think it should be like a passing of the torch, more of a sharing of the torch.
Yes. I love that.
Yeah. So okay, so she goes or does kind of like the whole training montage thing. How much time do you think should pass?
Uh, I don't know. Do you think like a couple years, or do you think it would take only it would not take a couple months, I don't think.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, it would take a couple years.
Yeah, I think it would take a couple years too. Um, yeah, so I think you should start out with like maybe not a de-aged Haley Steinfeld, but just something that kind of ages them a little bit,
Okay.
just so she like looks a little older, maybe like is a little taller, maybe just like shrink her down a little bit, and then when she like when those years pass, like show like how her body has changed. Not like a puberty kind of way, more like just muscle.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I could see that working.
Okay.
And then maybe it's more like they're just working as like side by side deal.
Yeah. So like, do you think like couple times like during this like Clint maybe like catches like on the radio or something? There's like some like like a situation going. Because I mean, we honestly don't know where he is, so I don't know like what city he's close by to. So
Right.
I can't like really say like, oh, he's close by this city, so like maybe he like like listens to police scanners sometimes, and he's like, oh, like there's some like trouble going on in this city. Let me take you out, and like let's see if we can like take down these guys.
Okay. So, who or what do you are you thinking for like an antagonist?
See, I could not think of one because like I was looking up like people that are like villains that people think that should be included in the Hawkeye series, and one was the Kingpin. I'm like, that's interesting, but I don't know. Like when it comes to Hawkeye, either Clint or Kate, it's kind of hard choosing, like an antagonist for the movie because I feel with like Clint, it could be his brother. That could definitely work, but with Kate, it's kind of hard.
Right. With I don't think Kate would have a villain though. So like you have to kind of think about this. If she's the daughter of some like rich uppity dude,
Yeah.
sh and she was just kind of like the shy, kept to herself person, she probably doesn't have any enemies. Her desire to do good and be a hero comes from her own traumatic experience. And I was thinking maybe like the El Matador guy, but that would be something Clint would have taken care of.
That's true.
Like whether it be kill the guy or arrest him or whatever.
Yeah. Let's face it, he was Ronin during that time. He probably would have killed him.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. So yeah, if that's the case, I don't think Kate would have the motivation to go after anyone or like have anyone go against her.
Yeah.
So I definitely think that if she does have a protagonist or an antagonist, it should come from Clint's history.
Okay.
So I think his brother would actually work really well.
Okay. All right, cool.
So
'Cause,
maybe
yeah, I mean-
he's doing like sketchy shit, or he like comes back on the radar, and Clint's kind of like freaks out and does his own thing to try and go after him, but
He
realizes he needs help.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, because I feel like with anything Hawkeye, like when it comes to a villain, you can keep it pretty small, but it can still be a really good antagonist.
Yeah, a very intimidating antagonist as well.
Yeah,
Because I mean, you've seen what Hawkeye did to the Avengers. He almost like killed them all with one arrow.
yeah, that's true.
Like a really well placed arrow next to a really important machine.
Yeah, Hawkeye don't play no games, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, you don't. So yeah, like I think it's definitely not. I don't think his villain is going to be an Avengers level threat.
Yeah, no,
It like this. I feel like this villain would be a very personal threat, which I think would work just to kind of build that bond between him and Kate.
I agree. So like maybe
'Cause
like
I
he's.
think if it.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I was just saying, like, I think if it was like a bigger level event, what would end up needing to happen would they be like, okay, let's split up. I'll do this, you do this, and then they wouldn't get that bonding time together. Versus like if they were to do someone personal, and then you kind of get that backstory with Hawkeye and his brother, and you could call him Trick Shot or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's his name. His name's Barry Barton, I believe, isn't it? Or no, Barney Barton.
Barney.
Yeah, I believe so. Let me confirm that.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you have a more personal villain, then it kind of gives them the time to do like their training stuff, or extra training, and then also build that personal relationship a little bit.
Yeah,
So I think that would work really well.
that really would. Okay, wait, I'm confused. Okay, so yeah, so Barney Barton is Clint's older brother, but his aliases are Trickshot, and he's gone as Hawkeye?
I think that's what he went as in the circus.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. Don't quote me on that.
I mean, you might be right. I honestly never knew that he went as Hawkeye.
He may have just been like a dark version of Hawkeye.
Okay, I could see that.
Because I think they did have a Hawkeye in like the Dark Avengers. So maybe that was him.
Oh, okay. All right.
Maybe. I'd have to do some research on that. So what else were you thinking for this?
So, like I really like your idea with, like bringing Barney in as the antagonist and everything. I can't, I just, I don't know like how, I mean, how do you think the fight would go down with them, with Clint, Kate, and Barney? Like, how do you think that would work? Do you think it'd be hard to do?
I don't think it would be that difficult to do. I think it could go on the route of near the end when it's time to get ready for that battle. Clint goes off on his own because he's just like, this is like my thing to take care of. Like, I shouldn't have drug you into this kind of stuff. And then like he goes, tries to face it himself, has a big fight with him, ends up like practically getting his ass kicked. And then Kate kind of saves his ass.
I like this.
And then they team up, fight him together, beat him, and then he's kind of like, okay, couldn't have done this without you.
So, yeah, no, I like that. I think that's really good. So with the ending of this movie, do you think it should end on his farmhouse, or do you think it should end like in the city, where like maybe like they're both standing like on a rooftop, and like they hear like like a call about something, and he's just like, well, you've got this. You're the new Hawkeye. Go ahead and take care of it. I'm gonna stick around here.
I don't think he should ever say you're the new Hawkeye.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
I think
maybe
he should maybe like they just call each other Hawkeye.
so. Like maybe just be like, well, how about you go take care of it, Hawkeye, and like maybe that's like the first time he ever calls her that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then maybe she pulls the whole like, oh, we're better as a team, Hawkeye. I don't know. That'd be really cheesy.
That'd be super cheesy, but I kind of love it.
I do too, especially like thinking of it coming out of like Haley Steinfeld's mouth.
Because like they would laugh it off after.
I think they would too.
Yeah.
Like, I think that especially if you establish that they're just like kind of cheesy with each other.
Yeah.
I think that could work.
That'd be so funny, dude.
And then maybe like, because you were wanting to tie in the new Avengers, right?
Yes.
Or
yeah.
the Young Avengers?
Yeah, the Young Avengers.
Yeah, so maybe like at the end, like the end, he goes back to his farmhouse. She decides she wants to stay in New York. And then she kind of like runs into some new superheroes.
Okay. Yeah.
Or I could see her like hearing something on the radio about like a like I'm trying to think of who else is in the Young Avengers.
Yeah, I'm trying to think so too.
Because I was thinking like it'd be kind of funny for her to hear something, go and like check it out, and then pull like a whole Nick Fury thing.
Okay, yeah, that'd be cool.
Like the whole like sitting in the dark and then just trying to pull the whole like I want to talk to you about the Young Avengers initiative.
What's really funny is her first encounter with the Young Avengers in the comics. They attempt to save her and 200 other guests at Kate's sister's wedding in the St. Patrick's Cathedral, but the Young Avengers are only successful in starting a fire, and they become hostages themselves, and then Kate has to save them. That's pretty funny that Kate has to save the Young Avengers.
Dude, that would be a hilarious opening. Like
Right?
if they were doing something and then they ended up getting into like a shitty situation, and then she, like the end shot is her like shooting an arrow and basically saving them
Yeah.
and being like, come on.
Okay, yeah, that would be pretty cool. I could see that working very well, actually.
Yeah, I think that would too.
Yeah.
This movie sounds badass.
Right? Thank you. And thank you for the help.
Hey, anytime, dude. That's what we do. We freaking help each other out
Yes.
and come up with badass movies while we're at it.
Yeah.
So, was there anything else about the movie that you wanted to add?
Not really. I mean, I think it's going to work really well as a series, but I would also love to see a Hawkeye movie with either Clint or Kate.
No, I agree. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah. Because, like, honestly, after doing this research, like, I still love Clint. He's still my favorite Hawkeye, but Kate is a close second. Like, she is fantastic. She's one of my favorite superheroes now. I mean, she's still Hawkeye, but still, she's a fantastic character.
Yeah, I agree. And that, like, I kind of want to do research of my own on her now.
You should, dude. You really should.
All right, well, cool. Well, since I think that concludes your Dreamcast,
Yes.
then I say this concludes this episode of the All Bros podcast. If you like this episode and want to check out more of our stuff, you can always subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Radio Public, or Spotify. and along with other places, I need to get like a full list.
Yeah, because I know whenever you post like on Instagram, you're just like literally wherever you can listen to podcasts, that's where you're gonna find us.
Yeah. You can also check out all of our content on YouTube. New videos should be headed your way soon. Now that I'm getting home this week,
Yes,
or this week.
yeah, we definitely need to get a hunting video filmed, and so I can edit that shit really quick and get that out.
Yeah, I agree. If you want to follow us on social media, we are on Facebook at facebook.com/The Allbros, or we are on Twitter and Instagram. Our handle is at The Allbros. And if you want to email us or tell us you have an idea for a breakdown we should do, a showdown idea, or give us a topic to do a Dreamcast on, you can email us at theallbroschannel@gmail.com or fill out a form on our website, which is tinyurl.com/theallbros. And yeah, we would love to hear from you guys. Next week is going to be the first episode that we do in October, or that we record in October, because I think this one gets released on, this is like the 31st. Or this episode that we're recording right now will get released on the 31st.
Yes.
So the first one that we release in October, so the next episode we're going to do a showdown of Halloween costumes.
It's going to be a good time.
And we'll just come up with like a list, yeah. And we're going to try and get a guest on. So I'm going to start asking around and see if I can get someone to do it with us, since we'll be together that week and everything.
Finally reunited.
Yeah. And so, yeah. Also, another quick announcement. When this episode airs, I think... Hey,
did yours cut out too?
Yep.
Okay. I don't know what happened.
And neither do I.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, you're good. All right, what was I saying?
You were talking about like a new announcement?
So yeah, when this episode releases, we are going to have a store. I don't know how many items will be available on it quite yet, but we will have a store of just kind of showing off our episode art. I converted them all to look good for shirts and whatnot. So if you want a shirt and want to, it'll help support the podcast.
Yeah.
So anything that we get is going to go straight back to this stuff.
Yep.
that we do.
Yeah.
And yeah. So look forward to that. We'll be posting links on social media and whatnot, so be on the lookout for that. And until next week, this has been the All Bros Podcast. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Jonathan.
And we'll catch you guys next week. Deuces.
So long. I can't really do it sick. I'm sorry.